They weren't supposed to fly. That's what the military believed. That black men lacked the discipline, the courage, the control to survive in the sky. But instead of proving them right, they changed history. From the air, 1941. America enters World War II, and quietly an idea takes shape. Test them, create a separate program, keep it isolated. Tuskegee, Alabama. If they fail, it confirms everything. If they succeed, no one was expecting that. The men who arrived there didn't come to fail. They trained harder than anyone expected. Pilots, mechanics, engineers, all working together to prove something bigger than themselves. The Tuskegee Airmen. When they were finally deployed, they entered one of the most dangerous roles: bomber escort missions, flying deep into enemy territory, surrounded by anti-aircraft fire, enemy fighters closing in. And still, they held formation. Their planes carried a signature: bright red tails, easy to recognize, impossible to forget. Bomber crews began requesting them, not because they had to, but because they wanted to. Because when the red tails were there, you had a better chance of surviving. They didn't chase glory. They didn't break formation. Their mission was simple: protect the bombers, stay focused, stay steady. And that discipline changed everything. While other groups lost dozens of bombers, the Tuskegee Airmen lost far fewer. Mission after mission, they proved that skill and control outperformed prejudice. Up there, none of the old beliefs mattered. Not race, not background. Only one thing mattered: who brought you home alive? And the answer was clear. Years later, their story reached a new generation through the film Red Tails, a cinematic retelling of the pilots who refused to be grounded. It showed their battles, their brotherhood, and the odds they overcame. But even that film couldn't fully capture what they truly faced. When the war ended, they returned home, not as heroes, but to the same discrimination, the same restrictions, the same silence. Some wore their uniforms and were still treated as less. For decades, their story remained in the shadows. What they achieved was rarely spoken about. History moved on without them, until finally, the country looked back and saw the truth. In 2007, they were honored with the Congressional Gold Medal, one of the highest honors a nation can give. What they proved went beyond war. They proved that limits placed by others mean nothing. When faced with determination, they were told they didn't belong in the sky. So they flew anyway and changed it forever. Because courage was never about color. It was about rising when the world expected you to fall. If this story stayed with you, make sure to subscribe for more hidden stories like this. Follow so you don't miss the next one, and share this video so more people can hear the stories history almost forgot.